In this video, I'm going to show you a demonstration on how to assign an online exam for students using exam.net. So first of all, go to any browser, type exam.net. So this exam.net is very useful tool. It is easier to implement online examinations, and it is also a secured system that can be used for conducting online examination. When we click on the exam.net, a page will appear like this. So where there are two options: exam to be taken as a student and conducted to be as a teacher. So as a teacher, click on the teacher button, and if you are a first time user, you need to register using either your Google Gmail ID or using your Microsoft or using your SKOL Federation, School Federation. So there are two options in this. Sign in with Google. If you click, you can use our school details. Since I have an already registered using my school ID, I am going directly with that. So it will ask email ID. Give the appropriate email ID and just sign out, and I will go back and show you. As a teacher, it will ask email ID. Give the email ID and password. Set a password of your own and then sign in up. So I'll give my school ID. Then sign in with the password. So then, since I had created 4 exams already, it will show like this. So I want to create a new exam. So I'm creating a new exam. Go to new exam, type the exam name. I'm giving it as, I can give the subject name. The teacher can give any title that the teacher wants to conduct. For example, if they give it as history is the title of the exam. Then there are some 4 options that they can use. So these options are being given by the Swedish. In Sweden they are using exam.net. So it is being done according to them. So I am going to use either a PDF. I can choose a PDF wherever I require, and I can upload the questions, or I can write questions. So where I can paste it from a Microsoft Word. I can type the questions also, or I can copy it from a Microsoft Word. For example, I'm going to give a question with some formatting. I'm giving a Department of History. I'm giving you answer all the questions. The teacher can type what are the questions they want. The formatting can be done. Each question. This is as easy as we use Microsoft Word. Each question carries 2 marks or 5 marks or 8 marks. So this depends upon the subject and the subject teacher. That can be varied. So I'm going to give it for 2 marks. So I ask a question number 1. I ask the student to write about the First World War. I give a second question. Describe about Second World War, or I can give a question. List the countries that rank ranked first after World War II. So these are my questions. So at the end, such that the student can identify, I give some labeling. End of exam. I give a labeling such that the student doesn't sees it further. And there will be 2 options for presenting the question. So present the questions to the student. Only the question paper will be viewed, or fill the student's area with the questions where exam is started. So I give this option. I give the down option and I click OK. It is up to the teacher whether to give only the options for the questions, or even in the answer area the questions also will be visualized. So I click the bottom and I'll show you how it visualized. So click OK. The question is written. So then collecting the student information, first name, second name if you want you can collect, the teacher name if you want you can collect, phone number and even the student ID can be collected. So the student ID can be kept as anonymous such that the student details cannot be revealed. So for that the student anonymous can be enabled or it can be disabled. It depends upon the teacher. And if you want the student to write in the answer script in online, you can enable this or disable. Always try to have an writing area for student. You can give for spell check, and if the student is solving some problems or derivations, then handwritten solutions can be enabled. So enable handwritten solutions, and there are tools for translation, allow translation help, English synonyms, speech synthesis. This can be enabled if required depending upon the subject. You can also use audio files in .mp3 or .wav format for converting the files into audio. So that depends upon the subject and teacher. It all depends upon teacher. So whatever the teacher decides, accordingly it can be done. If you want, you can activate audio files for all the students. I keep it as deactivated. If there are any problematic papers, some drawings is required, teacher can enable drawing tool, enable calculator if required, enable mathematical tool if required. I don't require for this, so I disable it. Constructing mathematical graphs, you can use Desmos, or else you can disable. Formulas, if anything, in basics or advanced, depending upon the subject, that can be provided. And after the student information, there are 3 security informations being given. Always in an Indian system, go for allow any browser, because different parts of the country, some browsers may support, may not support. So always try to have allow any browser in Indian condition. You can use this. This is high security mode. If you want only on iOS and Macs or on specific Windows tab, you can choose this, or you can choose this. So I prefer allow any browser. And if the student is copying or if the student is cheating, so for that I'm making this setting. Required an explanation but unlock immediately. Require explanation, wait for 30 seconds, 60 seconds, 90 seconds, or manually unlock by teacher. All these options. I prefer this. Or if you want, if you can turn off the cheating mode also. So I prefer unlock immediately. So I create the exam. So my exam is created. The subject name is history, which I had given. So this is the exam key that is being generated uniquely, which is to be shared to the concerned students during the examination time. So I keep it closed till now, and I would like to see how it is. So I click on this preview exam. So this shows that since it is a test person, the exam is being like this. In this mode, the cheating protection is disabled and you may access closed exams. So I begin the exam and I can see the question is being displayed at the top. At the top I have the question paper, at the bottom I have the answer script. So we cannot edit anything here, editing in the question paper, but since I had given a copy of the questions in the answer script, I can edit, I can modify, I can answer, appropriate, I can answer. I'm answering for question number 1, I'm answering for question number 2. So my answer is over. If my answer is over, I can submit the exam, or if some questions requires calculator, by clicking this we can use a calculator. You can see all these options. If I want to draw anything, I can use the drawing tools, eraser. You have all the drawing tools available. If I want to upload anything like derivations or solving on a paper, so that can be done easily using this QR code. So all these are for students, so students can refer this. Teacher mode, so teacher chat. If the teacher is in currently available, the students can chat with them, or the teachers can chat with the students. It goes on. So at last, if the exam is completed, the student has to submit. So it will ask, are you sure you want to finish the submit an exam? So student will submit. So this is a test person, so I'm submitting it. So when I submit, I'll get the results. The teacher can view all the papers in surveillance or results. So all the students, those who submit the papers or tests, will be obtained here. So how to monitor the exam, or how to share it to the students, how to share this exam key to the students, I will post you in my next video. Thank you all. I hope this is helpful for teachers in conducting online exam using exam.com.